So, Blake, depending on where you are, you saw some sunshine today.
Yeah, just enough sun sneaking through the cloud deck to give us that extra boost, Julia. But for others, yeah, another gray day. I think we're going to kind of have a repeat tomorrow of today. Generally a cloudy day, maybe some passing flurries, but also just enough clearing in certain spots for a few peaks of sunshine. So for our high temperatures today, we generally settled in the middle 20s. Yeah, again, warmer than where we really have been over the past few weeks, but still several degrees below average here in early February. We should be sitting at 31 degrees. Here in Grand Rapids, 26. That's 5 degrees below average. Today marks all across West Michigan 17 days in a row where the daytime high has failed to reach the freezing mark. Who wants to make it 18? Well, we will hit 18 days in a row tomorrow as our 13 weather ball is solid green. No change we're seeing in our temperatures tomorrow compared to today, back into the 20s for a daytime high. And again, outside of a few flurries, we are generally quiet. The weather will be tame through tomorrow. 13 weather ball brought to you by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. Numbers will slide through the teens this evening into the nighttime hours, and I do think for many we will briefly even fall into the single digits for that nighttime low as the wind remains rather light, the wind direction out of the north. And then tomorrow we climb back into the middle 20s for that daytime high. No active system nearby. Any active weather down towards Kentucky and West Virginia. They're squeezing out a few inches of snow down there, and also some lake effect off of Ontario, and even some snow coming off of Erie, just a touch. But here in West Michigan, we are generally quiet. We'll stay quiet through tomorrow before we have 2 rounds of snow to contend with. One during the day on Thursday, another round throughout the first half of our Friday. That's really the focus, those 2 rounds of snow late in the week. Hour by hour forecast, we're quiet through tonight. Again, a few flurries possible. I think if there's any chance of just enough snow to accumulate, it's in western Mason County up towards Ludington, Big Sable Point. That lake effect band off a northeast wind might clip the western edge of Mason County. That's about it through tomorrow. And here's the look tomorrow at this point, maybe just enough clearing of the skies late in the day tomorrow. Here comes our next round of snow. This is during the day on Thursday. This is a ripple in our jet stream, just enough forcing and moisture in our atmosphere to allow light snow to develop throughout the day time hours on Thursday. We'll get a little bit of a break Thursday night before our secondary round of snow comes in. This is a clipper system. No changes in our thought process here. This will impact the Friday morning commute, and then it's out of here in a hurry by Friday afternoon, and we'll have a quiet weekend, even some sunshine around Saturday and Sunday. As for the first round of snow on Thursday, an inch or so of accumulation, just enough to slick up the roadways once again, and then another 1 to 2 inches of snow for that Friday morning clipper system. If there's any place that could overachieve, it's generally near and north of Muskegon because the wind direction will be out of the south and west, just enough of a boost off of Lake Michigan. So manageable for our standards, but again, enough to be noticeable to wrap up the week. We will climb near the freezing mark on Friday before we cool back down this weekend, but signs do point to a warm-up next week. Models have changed their course, and we should settle above average for a few days as next week goes on. Generally thinking more days in the 30s, maybe a day or two cracking 40 degrees. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. We're quiet tomorrow. 2 rounds of snow late in the week, 1 Thursday, 1 early Friday. And while cooler this weekend, we should squeeze out some sunshine Saturday and Sunday.